Today, we are diving deep into something I think we've all felt: the strange emotional landscape of social media. We're going to talk about how our digital habits can quietly drain our happiness, and, most importantly, what we can do to protect our hearts and find a real sense of contentment.
You know that feeling, right? You just pop up in an app for a quick look, maybe for a little break, and when you close it a few minutes later, you just feel off. A little emptier maybe, a bit less happy with your own life. So why does that happen? Let's get into it.
Now, the first word that probably jumps to mind is envy. And sure, that can be part of it. But what we're looking at today is something a little different, a little more common, and maybe even a little sneakier. It's the hidden cost of all that scrolling.
Okay, this slide is really important because it draws a super clear line in the sand. Most of us can honestly say we don't feel envy or hasad. We don't wish for someone else's good fortune to just disappear. But discontentment, that feeling that what we have just isn't quite enough anymore, yeah, that hits a lot closer to home for a lot of people.
So, how do we get there? How does just looking at a screen lead to this feeling? Well, it's not a sudden switch. Think of it more like a slow erosion, a gradual wearing away of our gratitude and our inner peace. Let's break down how it works.
This verse from the Quran is so precise, it's incredible. It doesn't actually forbid the feeling of envy. Instead, it warns against the action, extending your eyes. You could call it repeated looking. The problem starts with the simple act of constantly staring at the lives of others. That's the trigger.
And here's the direct consequence. When you're constantly bombarded with everyone else's highlight reel, your brain starts to recalibrate what it considers normal. And suddenly, your perfectly good, blessed life starts to feel, well, kind of boring.